Okay, in today's class, let us start the class. Okay, today is Saturday, 28th June 2025. As per my promise, today I am conducting the class on Saturday, sharply at 8:20. Okay, 20 minutes late, no issue. So, in today's class, I'm going to explain in C language what global scope. Scope already I have explained that it is a word mostly used in programming, how you are accessing the variables. Okay, whether you are accessing the variables inside of the function, outside of the function. So if you are able to access one variable is created inside of a function you want to access there, that's called local scope. Okay, if you are not able to access that variable outside of the function, because it is created only inside of the uh, function. So if you want to really want to that variable wherever, so you need to create it as a global variable. So that is called if you are able to access any variable outside of the function, inside of the function, so that is called global variable. Okay, it is belongs to the global scope. Global variables are available from within any scope. Global scope, either local scope. So now see what happened. A variable created inside of the outside of the function. This is the function my function name, and this is the return type. This function is void type. Void means this function will not return anything. Okay, just it prints and it will not calculate anything. Okay, so this is a variable x is equal to 5. It is integer data type. It is created outside of the function as a global variable. Okay, global variable. So now I can use this inside of the function. Inside of the function, this is the function. Inside of this function. Okay, now this is the I want to use inside of this function as a x. Okay, yeah, outside of the function. So in this function, main function, okay, I have used this as a x. So we can use this x value inside and outside of the function. So now see how we can write the code. Okay. So now here include, first of all, we need to include, okay, include stdio. Stdio means what? It is a header file. Stdio.h means this library will be used for input and output functions. Now create a variable. That is what a variable assign a value. Now it is what created as global variable. Global global variable means what? This is created outside of a function. Now create a function. It is a non-return type, any type, okay, school, okay, is a function must have brackets, parenthesis means brackets, okay. Now here one function is created. This is what school function, and it is not non-return type. This function is what you mentioned here, non-return type means it will not return non-void keyword used here, non-return type function, okay. So now inside of this function, I want to call this. Okay. So this is what local function. Okay. And now how can I use this function variable inside of this function? Printf. Okay. Okay. Now percentage D means what? This is what one type of format specifier mostly used to get the work with the integers. Okay. Now what happened? Now close this one. Now I have used this variable inside of the function, so I will get the output. Now I want to use this global variable. I have used this global variable as a local variable. Now I want to use this global variable as a global variable in main function. Main function inside of this main function, if now I have used same, okay, you copy this one, and inside of this one you paste. So you will get the result. Okay, see, two results will be given. 1 6 you are getting. Why? Because one is this what you are requesting a printout. Means this global variable you are requesting inside of the main function. So you are getting. So if you want to call this, you want to get print one more print, you need to call this function in main function. So in main function, call that function. So you will get second 6. Why? Because school is a function within this function. So you are getting both are merged here. So what? Use a what? Here backslash n. Backslash n is what? It is a next line character. It is a next line character. Okay. And now you are getting two results. One is of what? By calling of your function. Okay. And that function called inside of the main function. One is what? Second 6. You are calling that global variable in main function. Okay. This is what how to use a global variable in functions means as a local variable here used as a local variable. Local X used as a local variable. Okay. X used as a local variable. Okay, here X used as a global variable. Global var. Okay.